Good morning, guys. Y'all, I'm trying to run around here and get things together because I'm fitting to move again. If any guys got any hookups with some beds, some mattresses, some new mattresses, I need y'all to hit me up. Either DM me on NAROB on YouTube, on my IG, or email me at NAROB on YouTube at yahoo.com and let me know if you have some kind of hookup or something with mattresses, because if I don't have to pay full price for a bed, I'm not going to, because we know them daggone mattresses be up in like the thousands. But anyway, guys, what I'm here for today, and sorry I'm on SPREAKER, guys. Sorry. I know y'all like to see me in front of the camera. I am so sorry about that, but that's going to be part of the changes that I'm going to start implementing starting next week. I thought it was going to be December, but it's going to be starting next week. Actually, maybe not. Maybe still December. I don't know. So anyway, guys, what we're here for today is this. This is going to be called, this video is called Atlanta State Stunting Part 2. Okay, so Atlanta State Stunting Part 1 referenced Sheree Whitfield and her housewarming / costume party that she had on October 28th. And I said in that video that the house was beautiful. You know, the pictures from the outside was absolutely fabulous. It was cars everywhere. It was lit up. I mean, it was like beautiful, like how a Christmas tree would be lit up. The house was absolutely beautiful. And as we can see from the show part, the pictures that were taken from the, inside that they showed on the first episode, the pictures look, the house looks beautiful for those pictures that were taken in certain rooms. But I don't care what she say. I don't care how much Sheree stays stunting. Them rooms in there is unfinished and unfurnished. You can, talk about Kenya House all you friggin' want to, but guess what? Kenya ain't in court trying to explain reasons as to why she had a party in her house without a certificate of occupancy. So let's get into it. On okay, so I said she had the house party, or the housewarming / costume party, October 28th. Last week, Sheree was in court along with a Real Housewife cast / producer getting fined for throwing that lavish party that I previously spoke about. Sheree did not have that certificate to be in her home and throw that party. That's the BS that I'm talking about. Atlanta, stay stunting. Let me reference something else when I go back to Atlanta State Stunting and those producers, because at first, I was just putting it all on the ladies, but these producers got a big, plays a big part in these women, these things biting these women's in the tuchers also, because according to social media, Apollo Nida's now fiance was given a luxury car and a Chanel bag to show up for a scene with at the Old Lady Gang restaurant. Now, why would you do that? Why she just can't be a regular old woman wearing a Michael Kors bag, going in there, hopping out of her, Camry? Why couldn't it be like that? Why did it have to be that you had to rent this woman this car? And I always said, guys, that Real Housewives, no, let me not say Real Housewives of Atlanta. If y'all remember season 1 and 2, everybody drove a white Range Rover and a white Benz. Nobody noticed this. Nobody's noticing that everybody's hopping out of the same Range Rover, out of the same Benz. The only one who wasn't doing it, I would say, would be Phaedra. Because remember, y'all, Phaedra was driving her old convertible 3 Series BMW. Phaedra was the only one. Everybody else was sharing sharing the fleet. I call it the Bravo fleet. So, at any rate, let me get back to Sheree Whitfield and her being placed on probation for 18 months. Because, honey, I think it was $1,000 fine. Like, Bravo got fined $1,000, and Sheree was placed on 18 months probation. When Stuntin goes wrong, you basically carried Kenya. I mean, all up in her face, and we know what happened last episode when her and Kenya got into it, and Sheree basically gave her the business so bad about her house, knowing that her house ain't have a certificate of occupancy. I'm like, what happened, producers? Producers, are you convincing Sheree to do this? Are you like, Sheree, just go ahead and do it? Like, not even thinking about the repercussions? Did they think that they could get away with it? Like, what happened? But see, what hit Sheree in the head was this. The picture I showed on Atlanta State Stuntin Part 1 showed all these cars out front of the house. What happened was one of the neighbors had called on Sheree because some of the guests at Sheree's party had ended up parking on that man's property, all on his grass, everywhere. And this man was thoroughly upset about it. And when they approached Sheree about, why did you have people parking on this man's lawn? She was like, oh, well, there was a shuttle available for everyone. Sheree be lying with such ease. I swear, Sheree is ridiculous. Like, I don't know. Everybody, the liars on that show are ridiculous. I think the only ones who are not a liar on that show is, wait a minute, okay, let me go down the line. Sheree's a liar, Kenya's a liar. The only ones that's not a liar on the show to me is Portia and Candy and Cynthia. Those are the only 3. Everybody else is frank in the front. Everybody. And remember, they were shading Cynthia's home, saying that her home was in a regentrified neighborhood. Okay, it may be in a regentrified neighborhood, but guess what? She probably didn't pay all this crazy amount of money like everybody else do. And especially Kenya. I like how Kenya think. The Aquarius, she said, I bought my home foreclosure. My home is already worth 200% more than what I bought it for. Kudos to you, Kenya. Kudos to you. Because you see what happened when you stay fronting. And also, y'all, Cynthia's not driving around in no lavish car. Cynthia's driving around in a Land Rover. Not no Range Rover. Not that Land Rovers aren't, or is it like a Jeep Liberty or something? Y'all, let me know what she's driving around in. But I mess with Cynthia. And also, my subbies told me that Cynthia actually shops in thrift stores. Like, and I'm like, good for you. To me, that's smart. That's smart to me. That's how you play the game to me. Not playing the game well is having a party in your house when you don't have a certificate of occupancy, having your guests to park on your neighbor's lawn, getting approached by it, then having the people then lying and saying that, oh, there was a shuttle, knowing daggone well, and the neighbor was like, that is ridiculous. There was no shuttle there. She just did not care. Lying about it, and then down the line, get called into court and getting placed on 18 months probation because you You let these Bravo producers convince you to have a party in your home without a certificate of occupancy because you are so pressed to look like you got that guap. I mean, come on. And then who was that? It's Rox was saying that her home is in her mama's name so that she can elude the IRS because they coming at her for something. Man, girl, if you think for 1 second that the boogeyman, meaning the IRS, is not watching the Real Housewives of Atlanta, you are tripping, baby. This is exactly when it goes wrong. Atlanta stunting goes wrong. Now you are on probation, girl. Child, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Because they didn't say anything about the producers being placed on probation. All they had to pay, was $1,000 fine. I can't. Deuce, y'all. Don't forget to get at me if y'all got to hook up with a mattress. Deuce.